Hello everyone, it's Chloe here. Welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another review. I think I've been doing reviews for quite a while, but today is a very exciting one. You guys obviously already know what it is, but today's video is going to be on the new oh my god, I can't. Okay, I need to contain my excitement. It's going to be on the new Bloodlust palette by Jeffree Star Cosmetics. I only got the palette, I didn't get anything else, so I'm just doing the palette today. This literally just came in the mail today. I went to the gym, I went and picked this up, had a shower and got ready, and now I am going to do a review for you guys. I'm so freaking excited. When it first came out, I wasn't a massive fan of the color story. I don't know why. I just looked at it and I feel like it should have had a bit more purple, considering the whole thing is purple. And majority of the colors are light shades, I think. I had a quick look this morning, but I had to get ready, so I'm pretty sure. I have mixed reviews on it, but again, I haven't put it on my face, so I have no idea. There's a man on my neighbor's roof. What are you doing? You guys have all seen this, but I'm gonna cut this into a short and then show you the palette, and we will see what I can do with this bad boy. So if you want to see my review and demo on the new Bloodlust palette by Jeffree Star, just keep on watching. To be honest with you, I only watched like a little bit of his announcement video, like announcing the actual palette and the collection. I didn't actually watch the swatches and stuff. I know I really should have, but I didn't really do anything of that. Cause I like to get my full thought on it without knowing anything about it. Does that make sense? I don't know if that's just me or not, but I've seen about 3 reviews on this. I've seen Cole's World, Makeup by Jack, and a little bit of Nikki's Tutorials as one. They all say it's really good, so I'm gonna obviously see it for myself. But this is the outer packaging. The outer packaging of this is literally probably the best outer packaging he's ever made. This is obviously part of the blood line that he's got in his collection, I guess, with his Blue Blood and Blood Sugar and then Bloodlust. This is part of that and no one knew that, but this outer packaging is stunning. It's like, oh, I can't believe it. But this is the back. Also, I didn't even realize this was a thing. No one showed it in their videos, but it's literally the Jeffree Star logo with the snake wrapped around it. Like, that's insane. Anyways, but the actual palette itself is pretty darn heavy. I didn't expect it to be this heavy. It's not like extremely heavy that you can't like move it around and like take it with you places, but it's heavier than some of his other products. But this is actually velvet. You guys probably have noticed that, obviously, with a bunch of the videos you've seen. This is actually velvet. It is a hexagon. I'm pretty sure it's a hexagon, but the back just basically is his like little information he always does. Does it say anything? Okay, here we go. Attention, pressed pigments, bleeding heart, take the crown. Whoa, that's a lot of pigments. Holy shit. Bleeding heart, take the crown, high king, dungeon, scandal water, blood queen, wet jewel, vivid mood, pink magic, beauty sleep, and betrayal are not intended for the use around the immediate eye area. I know people still they're gonna obviously use it. I think he just puts that down so no one sues him if something happens. But the clasp is huge. I feel like it's a bit too big. This is actually pure metal. I thought it was just a sticker. I don't know why I thought it would be a sticker. He's a billionaire. I'm an idiot. But it's just obviously his logo with the crown in it. I took the sheeting out already, so it's not as annoying for you guys. Also, I just want to claim that I did buy this from Black Swallow. I didn't buy it from Jeffree's website. When I'm filming this, they do have a couple still in stock if you do want to buy this from Black Swallow. I'm pretty sure it is still in stock. If it is, I'll link it down below like always. But this is the palette. You get a massive mirror. This has a film on it. That's why it looks a bit dirty. But this is the actual palette itself. Like, do you see what I mean? Like, there's a lot of light shades I didn't really think would go in this palette. If you're comparing this to Blue Blood and Blood Sugar, this is my least favorite color story out of all 3, because obviously Blue Blood and Red Blood are fully red and blue, like there's no in between really, whereas this has a green in it, there's a blue in it, there's a lot of pinks in it. I'm just a bit confused. I was a bit iffy when he first announced it. I wasn't like a massive fan of it, but we will see how this goes. I have no idea what to do. I really don't. I really want to use Vile Serpent, which is the green. Like, this is a beautiful shade. I don't think it really goes with this color scheme, but this is a stunning shade. Oh, you can't even see it. This shade down here is absolutely stunning. So obviously today's gonna be a purple look. Obviously I have no idea what to do, but I'm gonna zoom you guys in and we will get started on this review. I'm terrified. Okay, you're zoomed in really far. So the first thing I'm gonna do is obviously prep my eyelids with P.Louise base. I always do this with all my reviews, just so I know that that's how they work with the base, because that's how I'm going to use them without doing a review. This is the P.Louise base in Rumor 0.5. I freaking love this shit. Okay, that is my primer done. Now, I don't know what to do with this. I feel like the first shade I have to go in with is Blood Queen. So I feel like I have to go in with this shade shade first just because it's like necessary. Like it's the most purpley shade in the whole palette. So I'm going to use the Morphe Jaclyn Hill brush number 32 and I'm going to focus this colour on the outer edge. I just poked myself in the eye and we will see how it goes and see how the pigmentation is. Obviously I am a fan of Jeffree Star products, but if this is bad I'm going to tell you it's bad. I'm not going to give you a bad review, or a false review I should say. But I'm going to grab that. I'm going to focus this by tapping it in to the outer crease. Shite. Alright, I need a smaller brush. Okay, this is a small brush. This is the number 37 by Jaclyn and Morphe. I'm going to go a bit more of that shade and just tap it in again. Again, focusing on the outer corner. This is pigmented. It's just obvious, right? I feel like Jeffree's products are very pigmented, but it's also very buildable. You can obviously build the shit out of his shades and it's so good. That looks a lot, like it looks insane. It is a little bit patchy. I think that's just because I didn't blend the base very well. But I'm just going to tap that in and it's covered anyway, so it's fine. So we're going pretty good. So far we're going pretty good. I'm going to take my time with this look because I really want an in-depth review for you guys. I think I'm going to go with another shade now. I don't know what shade. I feel like High King and Vivid Mood are like calling my name, but I'm not sure. I feel like I have to mix them, or I might do like a 3-cut crease type of color look. That made no sense. I'm going to grab High King first, which is this shade here. This is really weird to hold, by the way. I don't like holding this palette because you don't know where to hold. Like I'm holding it by the mirror, like the bend. It's not a very good grip, so it's not very good to hold. So you definitely have to put this on a bench or something wherever you're working with to like not drop it. I'm going to grab a Morphe M33 and grab High King and put it basically right next to Blood Queen. And focusing that obviously on the top because I'm going to cut the crease. Now usually Jeffree's products blend really, really well together, like the eyeshadows. I want to see if this is no exception and it does the same thing that it usually does. I don't know if you can tell, that's like blended in like kind of good. I haven't even done anything, I just placed it on my lid. So I like the fact that they do blend together quite easily. While doing this with this shade High King, I am losing a little bit of Blood Queen in this outer corner. I don't know if you can notice, but I'll obviously go back in and pick up more color a bit later on just to intensify a lot more. Like I said, his shadows are very buildable. It's much easier to build it than having like less pigment. I don't know if that makes sense, but to me it does, so we're gonna stick with it. Okay, so it is definitely blended together. Obviously this outer corner is a little bit patchy still. I think that's just my fault, but it is patchy. I'm going to tell you guys that. So I'm just going to keep building this color, I reckon. And then for the inner corner, I need another brush. I'm going to grab Vivid Moon, which is literally the shade next to what I just used, which is down here. I think the shade in the Jawbreaker palette is very, very similar to this shade. You can't even tell. So we'll definitely have to see if it matches. I think in the Jawbreaker it's a little bit darker maybe. That's what I'm thinking of. I'm not sure though. Anyways, I'm going to get a Morphe 456 and I'm going to grab that and put it in the inner corner. Right next to that other shade I just put. Now this is a light shade. This is a kind of dark shade. So I want to see if they do blend together, or do I have to actually put in the work to blend it. I don't think anyone really wants to put in the work to blend eyeshadows together if someone can actually naturally do it. So we'll see. Oh, that's not too bad. That's kind of cute. I don't really think these shades go together. So I picked kind of the wrong shades to do in a look, but I think it's okay. This color is very pigmented. I didn't think this color would be that pigmented. I feel like this color is a little bit more pigmented than High King, which is the middle shade. This inner corner is Vivid Moon. I feel like this is a lot more pigmented than the other two shades put together. You can clearly tell how clean that is. No patchiness with this color at all. Whereas the other two are a little bit patchy. So now I have to go back in with all the other shades and just bring back that color because I did lose it a lot when I tried to blend them when I didn't really need to. I am going to bring out Blood Queen a little bit just so I have like a little bit of flare. So I'm going to bring that color out a little bit just by swiping it a very light hand with that, obviously. I feel like High King, which is the middle, is a lot lighter in the pan than it is on my eye. I don't know if that's just me or I'm thinking it because it's blended with all the other shades or not, but I'm pretty sure High King looks a lot lighter in the pan than it does in my eye. Obviously in the pans there are kickback. I know a lot of you guys don't really like kickback, but I don't really care, but I'll have to let you guys know just in case you want to buy the palette. But most palettes do have kickback just because there is a lot of pigment in the palette. So now I'm going in with High King and just placing that basically on top of the previous shade we just did, just to blend it all because it's not really blending that well. And I don't know if you can tell, but that patch circle there is annoying the shit out of me. So I'm going to try and get a small brush. This is the Morphe 431 and grab Blood Queen again and try and cover that up because it's doing my head in. Like, why is it there? It's not too bad. It kind of looks like a big blob of purple though. It doesn't look like a 3-cut crease. Like, it just looks like one color, which is kind of good because it does prove to me that it does blend really well together. However, I don't know if I like the look of that. It does look a bit crazy, but I'm now going to get a really light shade and a blender brush and blend out the edges to my brow bone basically. I'm gonna go 456 by Morphe, and I'm also gonna grab, I've just realized that Your Majesty, I can't pronounce shit. I feel like the shade Your Majesty is a bit more bluey, creamy toned. I don't know if you guys can see that, this shade right here. I don't know, it's not pure white, but it's also not grey. I don't know how to describe that shade. It was a bit chalky though, not gonna lie. It looks white when you swatch it though. Okay, I'm gonna use that then, but I'm gonna use that on the Morphe brush I just said before and tap off the excess. Holy shit. And then with a light hand, I'm just going to blend the colours up to my brow bone, especially this inner corner, because this inner corner looks a bit harsh. Okay, well while doing that, I've lost the middle shade like completely. The bloody inner corner, which is Vivid Moon, has not moved, which I'm very shocked about because I thought it would because it's lighter than all the other shades I've used. So I definitely have to go back in with High King and touch that up because it ain't moving. So as soon as you bring back the colour and put it back on your lid, it just looks it still looks good the first time you put it on. But I just feel like, I don't know, I have mixed reviews. I don't know how to feel. I'm going to cut the crease and then I will see how the crease looks and then I'll touch it up a bit more. But what I'm going to do, I'm just going to cut the crease with the P.Louise base and then I'm going to pick a shade to put on my lid because there's like about 3 shades I'm eyeing to put on my lid, so we'll see where that takes us. So for my lid, I'm just going to use Room Zero by P.Louise, which is the white one. So I'm just going to use a shitty concealer brush and I'm going to carve out my crease. So that is my crease done. So before I actually put on a crease shade, I'm going to just blend out the edge a little bit more with the Blood Queen shade that is in the outer corner, just so it's not as intense. Basically, there are 3 shades in here that are right under each other that look really good to use. This is Take the Crown, which is this one here. This one is Wet Jewel, and this one is Pink Magic. I think I might do Wet Jewel, which is this middle one. I am going to swatch all 3 on my fingers just because I feel like it. So this is Take the Crown. This is Wet Jewel. Holy shit. And this is Pink Magic. So these are like the top 3 shimmers that I really like out of the whole palette. I think these 2 are my favorite, which is Wet Jewel, which is this one, and Pink Magic is this one. Oh my god, I don't know what to use now. I think Wet Jewel is the way to go, but I really like Pink Magic. I don't know. So I'm going to use both shades. I'm going to put this one, which is Pink Magic, on the outer corner. And I'm going to put Wet Jewel in the inner corner. I'm going to use a Morphe Jack and Hill brush, and it has no name, so that's great. And I'm going to grab Pink Magic on that. I feel like this is the pressed glitters he was talking about on his Snapchat stories and stuff. So I want to see if it actually looks good with a brush or I have to use my finger. So I'm going to put it right on the edge. Oh, alright. Okay. Holy shit. That's really pretty actually, not going to lie. This is my second dip in, so I'm just coating it for a second time. I'm obviously going to blend out the edges a little bit with Blood Queen, which is the outer corner color, just so it's not like a direct line. That's really pretty. I didn't expect to like this shade because it is a very hot pink shade, but with the crease and stuff, it's actually really pretty. Oh, okay. I see you, Jeffree. Jesus. Okay, so now I'm going to use Wet Jewel, which I'm pretty sure is the same formula as this. It's obviously just a lighter shade. This is a Morphe 124 brush, and I'm going to put that right next to that. Oh, that's definitely not as pigmented. Get a bit more on my brush. It's on there, not as pigmented though. I'm getting a lot of fallout because of that shade. I'm going to go back in for a 3rd time, and then if it's not to my standard, I'll have to use my finger. There's a lot of fallout, which is not a bad thing, I guess. It might annoy some people like it does me. That looks kind of cute. I'm not going to lie. I'm kind of liking it. Alright, okay, calm down. I feel like I lost a little bit of Pink Magic, so I'm going to go back into that and just tap that. I'm just getting fallout with the shimmers, not the actual mattes, which obviously is kind of expected. I think that's how I look, guys. So this is what I've kind of come up with. I haven't done eyeliner or lashes or anything, so it looks a bit crazy. The crease is a little bit effed up for me, but the lid shades really outdid themselves. I did not expect them to be that good. Okay, Jeffree, get it. Okay, so before I touch up and do all that shit, I'm going to do the other eye off camera, pull lashes on, mascara, and then I will come back and we will obviously finish off the rest of this look. So I'll be back and hopefully I look a bit better than I do now. Okay, friends, I am back with both eyes done and lashes. My lashes are Astro by Supernova Lashes, like always. I also put a little bit of eyeliner in my waterline. This is the Colourpop Cream Gel Liner in Piggy Bank, and I'm about to do my lower lash line because I completely forgot to do it. Also, I did put a little bit of eyeliner on, but nothing too too fancy, so it's just black eyeliner. But my lower lash line is not going to be purple. I feel like I have to do the blue green shade, whatever color you want to call it, which is down here. I feel like I have to use this. I just need to use it. So this is called Vile Serpent, and I want to put on my lower lash line, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to use a Morphe 506 brush to do that, and I'm actually really scared because like it could ruin this look but also make it better. Oh, okay. It's kind of cute. I think these colors go well together, so in that department Jeffree did a freaking good job, because I wouldn't have thought these colors go together, but guess what, they do. I do want this kind of intense as well, because the lid is very purple and intense, so I do want this blue, green, whatever color the shade this is, to be very bold. I haven't put lower lash line mascara on, that's probably why it looks a bit crazy. It's actually a really pretty color. This all over the lid would be amazing. I low-key like this look. I don't know if there's a gold shade in this palette. Why is there a gold shade? Eyes are done. Cute. Kind of like it. I literally just realized there's a gold shade in this palette. Why is there a gold shade? Also, why is there a red shade? I was watching Jeffree's new video with Mama Mitchell, and he used one of these shades as blush. So that's what I'm going to try and do. So he used Royal Pain as blush, which is this shade here. So I'm actually going to try and do that. I don't know if it's going to work, but I'm going to try. I've never used an eyeshadow as blush. I'm kind of scared. Oh, not too shabby. I think I have to go more contour now though, because that's really intense. That's not bad, honestly. I was going to use a different highlighter, but I'm just going to use my normal one just because I feel like it needs more. I don't know the word I'm trying to say. So I'm going to use the Glazed Donut by Ofra right on my cheekbones. I'm also going to use a smaller brush for my nose and bridge of my nose, and also my Cupid's bow. That looks crazy, sorry. And I'm also going to use the brush for my brow bone highlight as well. Okay, I look fierce. I'm not going to lie, I look pretty great. There's only really one step left, which is lips. I'm going to spray my face with a bit of setting spray first. This is my holy grail, Morphe Continuous Setting Mist. If you haven't got this, grab it. It's freaking great. Okay, so for lips, I feel like we have to do purple. So I'm kind of thinking of doing Scorpio. I haven't used Scorpio in a hot minute. So this is Scorpio, and I feel like I'm going to match it with a gloss, but we'll have to see. But this is Scorpio by Jeffree Star. Used to wear this a lot, actually. Okay, it just depends what look you wear this with, because it can get pretty insane. But I'm going to put a gloss on top. I am going to use a limited edition gloss he brought out for Valentine's Day. This is in Succulent. Well, unfortunately, can't get this, but I feel like it's going to be so good because Mama Mitchell used it on him, and I thought I would want to use it. So, you just get... Oh my god. Oh, shit. Okay. Okay guys, so that is the end of this tutorial. So let me just fix my hair a little bit and zoom you guys out, and we'll talk about my final thoughts on the palette. Please ignore my hair. Again, I just got out of the shower like earlier today, so it's a bit crazy. Anyways guys, so this is the end of the tutorial. I really actually like how this look turned out. I'm not gonna lie, I thought it was gonna be really odd, because when I first looked at this palette, it was not for me. I really just didn't think it would turn out good. I'm gonna be completely honest, because the color story confused me a little bit. So this is Blue Blood. I haven't used this in a while actually, but as you can see, if you have Blue Blood, all of these are basically blue shades, greeny shades. Like this looks plain, like this looks like it's meant to be a blue palette, even though there's some greens in here. It looks like it's made to be in a palette together. Does that make sense? And with Blood Sugar, it's kind of the same. This all looks like it's a group, but these two make sense color story wise, but the Bloodlust palette does not make any sense to me. Now from looking at those two, there's a hair on this. Now from looking at those two and then this, it just doesn't look like it's part of the collection. I feel like because Blood Sugar and then Blue Blood and then this is meant to be a set, but I don't feel like this goes with the set. I'm sorry about the glare. I just don't think this goes with the set. I feel like if he brought this out without a collection, like it didn't go with the other Blood Sugars, everyone would love it a bit more because the expectations are a lot lower. But because this was part of the Blood line, whatever you want to call it, Blood collection, everyone had kind of high expectations to make it a dedicated color, because Blue Blood's obviously a dedicated color and also Blood Sugar's a dedicated color. This to me doesn't have a dedicated color. Like this has a bunch of different shades of certain colors, but there's no real meaning to me for the color story. I know that's probably really harsh. I still love and adore this palette. I just don't understand the color story. There wasn't really any patchiness on this side, so I think I just did the base really bad on this side. That's why it was a bit patchy. The matte shades don't have any fallout, but I did experience a little bit of fallout with the shimmers. I kind of expected that because a lot of shimmers, you gotta pack a lot on to get to the consistency you want, which is what I did. And obviously I had a lot of fallout, but I got rid of it quickly, so it's fine. Green, blue, whatever shade this is underneath my eye is absolutely stunning. I feel like this color all over the lid would be so amazing. The pigmentation is there, it really is. I just don't understand the colors. I don't know, I just feel like that's my opinion, and I think that's a lot of people's opinion, but still, that's what I'm going to get away from this. The packaging is absolutely fantastic. I adore this packaging. It's probably one of my favorite packaging from him. It's kind of like the alien palette. It's just an odd shape that you can't really store it anywhere. But yeah, I really do like the packaging. He went above and beyond for this goddamn packaging, and you can tell by the quality. It's just amazing. I just don't know about the colors, but the color payoff, the color payoff with all these colors are there. It's very, very buildable. I love building up colors. That's just how I usually do my eyeshadow. As you guys probably know if you've been watching me for a while, I like to build it up to see the pure pigmentation, and that's what I love about Jeffree's products. The pigmentation is always there. But yeah, I think overall you should get it if you think you're going to use these shades. All of the shades are pigmented as hell, so if you get this palette you'll be able to have pigment. But if you do want this palette, you just have to think about if you actually are going to use it and the color scheme in this. These two first rows are pretty darn natural, and I think the most intense color is the black glitter shade, which is here, and I think the next one would probably be the green, but I wear this green very naturally, as you can clearly tell. So I think if you're really scared of color, I think this is actually a really good palette to start with, even though it's like a massive, you know, hexagon or whatever. I just think because it's different ranges of color, anyone that is new to makeup and beginning, or even people that have been doing makeup for a while like me, can actually use this, because you can do creative looks, but you can also do very natural looks for beginners. So I think this palette works both ways for both people that have been doing it for a while and people, oh my god, and people that haven't been doing makeup for a while. So I would highly recommend this palette. I just am not sure about the color scheme. I really don't. But the pigmentation is there and the payoff is there, and I'm very, very happy with the outcome. The packaging is A+, absolutely phenomenal. But I hope you guys enjoyed this review. Again, this is all my honest opinion. I'm not going to talk about a product that I don't really like or anything like that, but I do generally like his products, you guys know. But just because I like him and his products doesn't mean I am gonna like every product he brings out, obviously. So that was my review on the Bloodlust collection, or palette, sorry I should say. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this look. I actually really do like this look a lot. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up for me. If you're new here, please subscribe. Make 2 videos a week for you guys every Monday and Thursday. All my social media links and all the links I can find that sell Bloodlust will be linked down below like always. Remember to spread love and stay positive, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye everyone.